Hello everyone, my name is Nene. I wanted to share my story about my childhood. So, how do I know that I was deaf? Being honest with you, I really didn't know. I didn't know I was deaf because until I remember I go to school, I realized I think some kid was playing around. I was playing around, and I remember the white girl. She making a face expression. I was responding to her. And at that time, I remember my mom wasn't home when she supposed to be home when I get up for school. I knew something was different because we was getting ready. So I remember that time she picked me up. She was upset with her step. I don't know what happened. So matter of fact, then we moved from Georgia. We moved from Georgia. So we moved Georgia, and then my mom put me in school. My mom went to the classroom. I'm still here. I look. I think I was like a first grade or second grade. I don't remember. I went to the classroom. I'm sitting here when I hear in class, and I'm looking, and I feel like, what the fuck just happened? Cause I didn't realize I was there. I didn't realize that I was different. You know what I mean? So I'm just sitting here and looking, and I see her. And she was talking, and I was like, why am I looking at her so deep? Try to figure out what just happened. So I started crying in the classroom. Every time we go to school, I start cry. And then my mom like stop a while with me, but she didn't know about a DEP program. It's called a DEP program where they can go regular school, but they have to start for the DEP class, for the regular class, right? So I remember that time I show up at the classroom, get for school. My mom was so tough on me, like with a paper name on it. When you put the paper on it, it be like this. You have your name. If we put it on, it look like a ID. I went to school and I was like, that was so cool because I think somebody was standing. I was like first grade, second grade, they was standing. She talked to me and she said, "Do you understand me?" And I look at her and I think I know signing because I took the class. I didn't took class. I had a video. The teacher would give me the video because my mom, she could. Because my family was Muslim. So they believe in homeschool. So my mom was a homeschool teacher with me, just me. Now my sister, just me. And yeah, she put the videotape and learned how to sign. So I've been learning to sign my own. I'm getting emotional about it. So I knew I was different. I just knew. But I didn't know that I was there. You know, it's that time my mom didn't know how to communicate when it comes to me. You know what I mean? So I am so grateful for a deaf community to help my mom to realize where she had to put me in this situation as a deaf child. You know what I mean? So every time I tell the story, I get teared up because I couldn't imagine at her age, because she was only 23, 24 years old that time, and didn't know what to do with us. You know what I mean? She did what she know how. It's the fine. That's all she know how. It's the fine. And when the teacher went to talk to my mom, and told her is that she's very smart girl, very smart. But all the things she need have interpreted in the classroom where she go regular class and interpret it. My mom was so happy. She didn't know what to do, but I just knew when she listened to the teacher, she was hard on me. When I say hard on me, I mean hard. Don't think my mama don't whoop me. She whooped my ass. When I tell you she whooped me, make sure I got better right. Make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. You know what I mean? So at that time, I knew I was different. That time, I knew I was there. But it's not like we never talk about it. Or she always say, this is my child. She never say, this is my deaf child. She always say, this is my child. You know what I mean? So I'm so grateful that my mom made me who I am. But she may not taught me much I want her to do, but she taught me how to survive. She taught me to know who I am, to love myself, respect myself, to be kind to the people. You know what I mean? I'm about to be 34 years old. I am so grateful that, you know, it was really, really tough that time where I knew I was different. But I never challenged myself where I feel like I have to be down. I have to move all the way up. So I always challenge myself to do better than my mom. Live better than my mom. Live smart, be like her. You know what I mean? So I just knew I had to do different. I have to be smarter than that. I have to be wise. I have to think before I react. You know what I mean? So now I'm about to be 34 years old. 34 years ago, that's what made me realize something different about me. So, and that's why I always want to be advocate for the deaf community, where people feel like they don't have to take the kids to the deaf school. They have no issue about the deaf school, but I just feel like there's so many deaf people who have a social skill issue where they can't feel like they can fit in. So I'm trying to make it change and put a platform for the deaf community and hear it word. Because like me, I really didn't know much about deaf community or ESL or deaf culture, none of that. I just knew it's still part of me yet, but at the same time, I still want to learn more because it's not fair for a lot of deaf community because they are very expert what they know, what they don't know. So sometimes it would be better for me because I feel like God is using me for me to where I could be what I need to be. You know what I mean? And I'm just so proud of myself at a platform where I'm deaf and hard of fear. Guess what? I'm a mom. I have a career. I'm a homeowner. I have nobody to help me but myself. You have to learn how to research yourself because at the end of the day, you got to do what you have to do. So I am so grateful for my mother because if it wasn't for her, I don't know what I would be right here right now. To be honest, I'm so grateful. So this is how I knew I was deaf. This is how I knew I was different. I have my older sister. She's 37 years old. And I'm grateful for my sister too because she speaks sign, but not yet we call it home sign. Home sign is like how we communicate in home. That's how we live. I'm not gonna say it's good. I'm not gonna say it's bad. We made it through. That's all I could say. We made it through. So, thank you for watching.